Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's deck profile video is on the king of monsters himself, Godzilla. He is still a force to be reckoned with, and now with AOT 3 in the meta, he gets some new tools. Some really powerful tools, and some that actually some people just say that it actually pushes him over the edge. I don't know who said that, but I'm just saying things to say things. So, I hate this character. I'm going to come out and say it. I think this character is insane and wild and gets 3 damage on everything, gets past all of his moves, and yes, I'm salty because I usually lose to Godzilla all the time at locals. So, that being said, let's get into the deck. Always sort by difficulty makes it easier. Boom. Everyone knows what Godzilla does. This deck is on Chaos with just Chaos things. We are not... Yeah, we're not bringing in any other simple stuff. We're just playing straight Chaos stuff. So yeah. It's pretty much bare bones except for like the new additions with AOT 3. But let's get into the attack lineup. We got Vast Hybrid Chimera Kraken for point and clicks. We want to take care of capes. We want to take care of like gas propellants if they're trying to break us for a Kabillion. Idun boxes are huge against us, so we want to make sure that we have ways to deal with assets. We also have that in the board and a foundation as well. Smashing Stomp, this is really like a flex spot, I assume. This could be Unyielding Destruction, but we got that in the board. I don't like. It's cool playing the multiple like board blow-ups, but I think that if you can just straight out aggress with the attacks you got in your deck, you should be able just to kill them and win. So, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 2 low, 2 low block, 4 for 6. Gives us +1 on our next check and also gives us a card on hit. So that's pretty good. Out of AOT 3, the first new card, we got support from the female Titan, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 5 high for 5, +2 high block, deadlock stun 2, Titan. Response after this attack resolves. If you have 1 or more momentum, add the top card of your deck to your momentum and draw a card. So yeah, you don't get to like play this as your first move on turn 1 unless you have finally free out to net the extra momentum. But as like your second attack after like a determined advance or a Titan Cliff, makes a lot of sense to me. It is very powerful. Has a nice deadlock effect. Stun 2, which is kind of nice because Godzilla in later game would unless he has already blown up the board as his deadlock, like response to deadlock. This gives him some little speed, so it's kind of nice. Titan Cliff, this is pretty much the linchpin of the deck. Being able to slam this on turn 1, your first attack turn, build in a finally free or a inspiring song, is super huge. 6 difficulty, 3 check, 5 high for 6, 2 low block. Enhanced, discard up to 3 cards, draw a card for each card discarded. And then, so that allows us to hand fix. So like if we have enough foundations built, and we don't want more foundations, we can just start digging for attacks to kill people. Also, we're able to build one of our many 6 checks in the deck with this card. Finally free, pass through walls, inspiring song. There may be another one we're not playing because it doesn't really do anything. I'm pretty sure I hit the key ones that we needed. So, also, with the City Rampage, this is a 6 high for 10, and it is wild. This card is a very good lead-in, especially into kill turns where we really just need to start stockpiling momentum because we don't have a City Rampage. This allows us to hit finally free, and we just keep digging for attacks and momentum. And now the B&Bs of the deck, I would actually say probably Vast Hybrid is a B&B, but 2 of the most known B&Bs being one being Determined Advance, the other being Walk the Dog. Determined Advance is your best lead-in. Its speed and damage cannot be reduced. I don't know. I guess it kind of fights with Titan Cliff, but I think this is better. It gets us some momentum on Blitz. It cannot be reduced below printed damage and speed. It is very hard to deal with. Also, Walk the Dog. No one's a stranger to this card if you've been playing the game for the latter part of let's say almost a year and a half. I think it's been about a year and a half, right? 24 per on the card, yeah. So almost about a year and a half, and this card has just been tormenting the meta ever since. 8 difficulty, 3 check, 2 low block, 6 low 6. For every committed foundation in your rival stage, it gets -1 difficulty to a maximum of -4. It gives us some card draw, some stun. It gives us powerful if we need it. It's the best end of a string card for Godzilla because your attacks are so big. Your rival commits a lot of foundations to block these moves, and this is just free. It's just super free, and you just murder your opponent. Not to be forgotten with Godzilla, City Rampage, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 1 mid block. Hey man, static says all of our attacks get 1/1. Form, as long as we play an attack with printed 5 or greater, hey, we are. We get +2 to our checks for the rest of the turn, which is pretty cool. Going into the zeros, we got 4 Master's Pride, 4 Tough Skin. Master's Pride, because we're going to be snapping a lot of momentum, and this could ready in mid-turn, so we're able to just keep progressing and progressing. 4 copies of Tough Skin, because we needed another 0, and this gives -1 damage, so sometimes this could help. If we're going to block, I know we have 34 health, but it can be ticked away very fast. This would just actually be kind of helpful. A -1, kind of on a partial, makes it a little less. It's pretty good. Card draw, fearsome transformations. We're going to have momentum. Also, we're going to be digging for attacks as much as we can. Monster aggression is kind of like the flex 1 diff slot. It's a 2 low block, which is nice, and it also helps us clean up our stage and gives 1/1. Gives us a little bit of speed on our printed 5 or greater moves. Horrifying realizations for more card draw. 1/5, 2 mid block. Form, discard a card. Each player discards a card, draws a card. If a rival discard a foundation this way, they commit a foundation, which is really nice for walk the dog turns. So it helps us tick down that difficulty. 4 copies of Inspiring Song. 1/6, 3 mid. This may be one of the best foundations out of this set. Flip, mill 3, choose a player. +1 or -1 gets to the next check. Undercover Infiltration's been one of my favorite cards that I don't see a lot. I haven't seen it in a lot of lists. But I know it's a 1/5 with a 3 low, which is cool. But if it's our first attack, we get 1 speed, 1 damage. So if we're leading like with a Smashing Stomp or a Titan Cliff or a Determined Advance, I mean that's pretty huge. It could stack pretty quickly. Also, if our rival goes into deadlock and we say we don't have our once per game available, we can flip and commit 2 of their choice foundations. 4 copies of Pass-Through Walls, 2/6, 3 high. We hate Breaker. We don't want our rivals using Idun Box or Cape or whatnot. So it gives us some nice protection under our attacks. 1 copy of Moment of Normalcy, 2/5, 3 high block. Commit, return this attack to its printed speed and damage. We're probably not blocking a whole lot, so being able to put back stuff to printed damage is kind of nice. And probably the biggest, not offender, but I would say grease the wheels card in this deck is finally free. 3/6, 1 mid. Enhanced Flip, at the top card deck, your momentum. We just slam Titan Cliff, build this in, get a momentum, toss through to our next check. Or just whatever, man. It's super cool. This card is the grease the wheels. It wheels the grease, or whatever you kids want to say. So into our board, we got 1 Frantic Plea, just to swap in and out if we need to, like, extra card draw if our rival is attacking us a lot. 2 copies of Childlike Appearance. Hey man, we do need to defend every now and then. This comes in. Filled with Doubt. This probably just slops in over another foundation because we probably don't want to cut City Rampage. But again, this may never make it into the main deck because City Rampage is just too important. But it is there. Same thing with Cape. Cape is an available slot, probably taking a foundation slot. Just that if we are facing like another Godzilla in the mirror or whatnot, we need to have some pieces to defend with. And then we got 2 copies of Unyielding Destruction. It kind of gives us another once per game effect. Issue is, it just depends on who we're facing. If the character has minus speed on face, that's a little different. It could be a little difficult. The ideal is we smash the City Rampage, we play Unyielding, we nuke everyone down to 4, and then we just play Determined Advances until they're dead. Because it's really hard to block Determined Advance on 4 foundation, depending on what their 4 foundations are. So, but yeah, that's This is a Godzilla for the AOT3 meta. This is version 1. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What your Godzilla lists look like. Am I missing something? Have I overlooked? Am I overvaluing something too much? Let me know, and we'll get to discuss. So stay tuned for more AOT3 meta deck profiles coming up, and we'll try to get as many done before Louisville as possible. And then I think we got a couple more. I got a new giveaway going to be coming out sometime. This may be already done by the time this comes out. So yeah. Anywho, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit those socials, and until the next video, take care.